Okay, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Real with Saken. And today I have a special guest. We're running solo. And with me here is
Hi, I'm Martha, aka Coco.
Coco. Yes, Coco. Coco with a smile. All right. Today we're gonna have like a private conversation. We're gonna digress a little bit. And to start with, what do you think about social media and the impact it has with young people of this generation?
I think social media pretty much clouds the judgment of young people and like their outlook of life. It's not realistic because everything on
Mm,
social media isn't realistic, and everybody's life isn't the same. So I feel like people, young people at least, see on social media and try to apply what they see to their lives, and it's like it's not gonna work for everybody.
mm. True, true. Because sometimes I tell people don't always believe what you see on social media. Some things you see on social media is not real. Like people tend to show you what they want you to see,
Yep.
but behind closed doors, something is really going on. But what they want you to see is what you're gonna see. You know, and I believe social media have caused a lot of harm. Social media have really
It
done
has.
so much damage. In people's life, even in marriages and relationship. You see, and
Yeah.
you know, like I tend to like, okay, if you have a partner that is always on the internet, always on live, maybe has a lady, you're always on the internet, you're always on live, definitely guys will be seeing you, don't like you. You're
Yeah.
beautiful. They'll like you, they'll want to hit on you.
Hmm.
And if you have a man that is jealous, how do you think he can handle that?
Honestly, the best thing I would say is just trust. That's the
Hmm.
first factor. Excuse me, and just understand, like, and know who you're dating. Like, if you already, and usually understand who you're dating before you even pursue them.
Hmm.
Before you pursue somebody and say, this is who I want to be, this is who I want to have a relationship with, study them and see, like, you already knew this person was on social media before you got with them, before y'all were together. So you have to check yourself and ask yourself, is this something that I could, deal with? Can I tolerate this? Am I going to be supportive of this? Is this okay? Is this going to bother me? And
Hmm.
if you be honest with yourself and be realistic, if it's not going to work for you, just go ahead and take a step back, and somebody else that can deal with it will deal with it. But if not, it's never going to work because you're always going to have something lingering in the back of your mind. You're always going to be voicing your opinions, and it's going to wear and tear on the relationship because after a while, your partner's going to get tired of hearing the same thing constantly. When it's like you already knew this is what I was doing, this was going on. So don't come now, a couple months, years later, and you're complaining about it, and you already knew what was going on when
True,
we
true.
started this road.
So, okay, in view of that, like when it comes to relationship, what's a deal breaker?
Hmm. Deal breaker, I would say between cheating and lying.
Hmm. So, between cheating and lying, like if a man cheats on you, can you forgive?
It depends the form of cheating because you always have emotional cheating, physically actually cheating. So I would say physically cheating is just no go. You took it too far.
You cannot forgive.
You took it too far.
All
You
right,
took it
guys.
too far.
You had her. It's not me. You heard what she said.
Too far. Too
Okay,
far.
okay, okay.
Because that means after you physically, like, you act like you're putting actions behind your words and thoughts and all that. So it's like
Hmm.
you thought this through, and people don't. You don't just fall into a physical, situation with somebody
It's
in
no magic.
relations. Yeah, like something. It's not planned. Like you end up in a situation with just two people alone. Even that alone is just a problem right there because why you find yourself alone with this person?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Word, word. That's
yeah.
true. And she's making a point. She's having a point right there. So now there is something I posted on my social media platform, and I would like us to talk about it as a male and a female.
Hmm.
So now it goes like this: a 17 years old boy got a 28-year-old girl pregnant. Then, when the girl told him about it, as somebody, he just finished high school and he's just 17, no work, no money, nothing. He was scared and he ran away. He ran out of the house.
Okay.
So the girl is trying to reach him. He couldn't get to him. And she now went to the parents of the boy and told them that, see, look, your son got me pregnant and I've been trying to reach him. He's nowhere to be found. And the parents said that, yes, that the son actually left the house, ran away to stay with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
She now said it's none of her business, that the boy has to come and take care of his responsibility, or he's going to arrest the member of his family. Now, if the boy happened to be your brother, what will you do in this situation?
Okay, before I answer, just to
Mm-hmm.
make sure we're on the same page.
Okay.
This woman is 28 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and the boy is 17 years old,
17.
just graduated high school,
Mm-hmm.
and this is my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to, come down too hard on a pregnant person, but I'm going to come down hard on her. Because you're sick. What's wrong with you? You're
She's in
28
love.
years old. You 28 years old. What are you doing with a 17-year-old boy that's coming out of high school?
He's a man.
What is he doing for you?
I don't know.
He's a dependent himself. He's depending on somebody else to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 28 years old. And again, this goes back to what I said. You knew what you were doing before you pursued and approached or whatever the situation was. You're 28 years old. You knew that you were coming for a 17-year-old little boy. You knew that this 17-year-old boy was not supporting himself. You knew that this 17-year-old boy lives with his parents and depends on his parents and doesn't do anything for himself. You knew this little boy was also just graduating high school. And you just graduated, well, at some point in time, you graduated high school. So you know what it's like to be just graduating high school. You're not touching millions and millions and thousands of dollars. You can't support yourself,
And they don't.
realistically.
The boy, they don't have money. The family is broke.
And you want to come to me and say that you want to have somebody in my family. Matter of fact, I would try to have you arrested.
Okay, what if they say if he has the capacity to impregnate the girl, why can't he still have the capacity to take care of the baby? Since he's the one responsible.
Morally,
Mm-hmm.
yes, he should because that's his kid. And also, he knew what he was doing as well, having sex with an older lady. You're not stupid. You're 17, but you're not dumb. You're not that young. You know how to protect yourself when you're having sex. You know what to do, what not to do. You chose to do what you did to have a child, so therefore you're stuck in those circumstances.
So who
So
who are we going to shift the blame to?
honestly, it's not gonna sound fair, but both of them share the blame, but majority of the blame I will put personally will be on the female.
You heard what she said. So I want to get your feedback from the comment section. If you were to be in the boy's shoe, what will you do? For those watching right now, what will you do? So you leave your answers on the comment section. It's very important. So now this girl went ahead to arrest the boy's mother. That she's going to get locked up until the boy shows up. So apparently they're holding the boy, the mother ransom, hostage, sorry, to lure the boy to come. Because the family have some money. The girl's family have some money to pull that stunt. So I don't know. And maybe, let's say for instance, you were somewhere and you now had something like this, that they arrested somebody from your family because of what your younger brother did.
So I would say I'll probably just to go ahead and just to get it over with. I would say let's go ahead and give them what the more, present him with the boy, give me back my mom. You know, from then we're gonna move forward from that. But I'm not gonna just give in to everything that you need because we're gonna address this because you were
Hmm.
wrong.
True.
And we're
True.
gonna talk about this. We're gonna address it, and then we'll figure out
We'll
from
go to
there our next
court.
steps.
We'll go to court.
Because this
Yeah, because he's not even 18.
exactly,
So he's still a minor, technically.
exactly.
Hmm. A minor that has what it takes to impregnate. Come on, that's strong though.
Yeah, but it would have been different if she was like in his. It would have been a little bit more understandable to like force him to be like really like step up to the plate.
Hmm.
But he
Okay.
should step up to the plate. But I wouldn't be so headstrong in forcing it.
Yeah, that brings me to this question. At what age will you want your daughter to have consent to be in a relationship? Judging from how you grew up, when you started your own relationship, like at what age?
So putting myself, because I'm not a parent, I don't have any kids right now,
Mm,
but putting myself in a parent's mindset,
mm-hmm.
I would just automatically say like 16, 17. But realistically speaking, I would say probably about like 13. You gotta think people in middle, you gotta think, you could tell your child,
13?
because listen, you could tell your child, oh, don't date, you can't have a boyfriend, and this, that, and the third. But realistically speaking, we were like in sixth grade, seventh grade. It's not like a serious relationship, but like, oh, it's my little boyfriend, my little girlfriend. Like you have your crush when you're in middle school and stuff
No,
like that.
now when you're talking about this, I was watching a video on Instagram, and this little girl, 13, she was trying to sneak in a boy into the house, and the dad have they have like this door camera.
No, I think I saw that video on
Oh, you
TikTok.
saw the video too?
Yes,
Okay, good.
and then they had like ran away or something like that. It was so funny.
It was so funny.
But I was just looking, I was like,
So that's what we're talking about. Because if you were looking at it as like normal boyfriend girlfriend, but these
but that's what I'm saying.
kids,
You have to be realistic about it. And that's why I say don't put that rule on a kid. Because when you put that rule on a kid, and especially kids, like they're rebellious. They're like, my parents said don't do it. And it's kids like me. I'm curious. I want to know, why did you tell me not to do it? I want to go figure it out.
what?
That was me as a kid. I want to go figure it out. You told me not to do it. Why are you telling me not to do it? I want to go see. What is it that you don't?
Oh my
What is it that you don't want me to do? What
god,
is it that
God.
you don't want me to see? So that's what I'm saying. So realistically speaking, I would go ahead and tell my child, like, they're around that age 12, 13, because I would say, because I opened that window of communication and put that level of trust out there already, to say that, okay, I trust to let me know that you're. Because I'm not gonna assume that my child that young, in the way that I'm raising them, I'm not gonna assume that they're gonna do anything that's fast or like above their age group. I'm thinking it's gonna still be innocent, like, oh, this little crush, kiss on the cheek, a little tap here, nothing too serious. So I'm not gonna think, because I already opened and set that tone with my child, that they're not gonna try to sneak somebody in the house. They're gonna come and say like, hey mom, can such and such come over? We want to watch a movie and things like that. And then of course,
And they want to
adult
have a
supervision.
private time in their room.
Adult supervision. There's no, even me as a child growing up, even when I did start dating, couldn't no boy come into my room. We stayed in the family room, in the living room, watched
Mm.
TV, and everything. Was nobody, we couldn't even go to the bathroom upstairs. We had 3 bathrooms in the house. You had to go to the bathroom in the main room or the basement.
Where somebody can see.
You were not going up the steps.
Me, I know that I don't have kids. I know that if I should give birth to a baby girl, a daughter, it's gonna be a problem, man. Like for real, like I know I'm gonna be a jealous dad. Like I don't know. Because the thought of it, the load, I can't handle it. So I just sometimes I keep praying that God give me the wisdom to know how to handle situations like this, because what these young boys are doing right now, because right now you see a boy 11 is smoking,
Yeah.
he's drinking and smoking,
But it's
and
all about parenting.
it's all about parenting. Yeah, talking about this parenting and these young kids, I was in a conversation with somebody, you know where I used to live.
Mm-hmm.
This boy is how this is it like within that, that's one thing I realized in America. You see the age of 12, 13, 14. This guy, they call themselves man, I'm a man and stuff like that. I think this was around that 12, 13, 14. So he brought a gun to the house. Apparently he started joining these gangs stuff. He brought a gun to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So his friend, that is about the same age with him, saw the gun, and when he got home, he told the mom that, oh, this and third, he has a gun. He brought it to the house. Told the mom, and the mom went to the boy's mom and said, "Do you know that your son have a gun?" He said, "Nah." He said, "Yes, my son said that your son brought a gun to the house and told the mother where the boy hid the gun."
Mm-hmm.
So the mother went there and saw the gun. And she was like, "Oh, she's not going to touch it. That wherever you brought this from, take it back, this and that." And the mother was like, "Go and tell this boy to take this gun out of this house and take it to wherever you brought it from." And the mother couldn't even talk to the son, a teenager, and you don't even have power over him. So it's crazy because most of these young boys and the thing they do. Imagine if that boy come across your daughter, you think it's the same innocent shit they'll be doing? Nah. In
That's what I'm
fact,
saying. It
they will not be
depends on
coming to your
parenting.
house.
That's what I said. Depends on parenting and
Mm,
also how you raise your daughter. Because if you
true.
did your job as a father, as a mother, and your daughter would even look that way for a guy like that, or like
Mm,
couldn't even say hi to her, couldn't
true,
get
true.
next to her, nothing. So that would even be a fear for me
Hmm.
because I know I did my job as a parent, and my daughter's not
Good,
checking for nothing like that.
good, good. You heard that? So, as parents need to do more.
Right.
Like, the moment your child lose that confidence in you,
Yep.
for the fact that your daughter cannot come and tell you, "Oh, mommy, there's a boy that spoke to me today."
Exactly.
And if something like that happened and she cannot tell the mom that, you've lost it. You've lost it as a parent. So it's just that we have a lot. Parents have a lot to do when it comes to parenting and how to train up their child.